green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave win.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a quick pass to Richardson. Touchdown, Washington! Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Arizona.
Buddy up. Watching you go. So don't say nothing.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Then a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Bullock's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw on 2nd down, Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Running to start the drive is Love. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Chopper! Charlie!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Quick on the ball! Ready!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Love. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Back to throw. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Third and long, Murray from his end zone. Able to find Isabella. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 98 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that's the type of play that will give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
somewhere
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Matchbox, light.
This is Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Deuce.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go tackle. Alpha.
On first and 10, Love looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Focus, defense, focus. 55's mark, God. Hey, check.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Murray now to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. This one caught by Isabella. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 3. Combo. Danny. Mike 3.
Murray now on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Got it. 55, Mike, 55. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing now is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play fake. Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with Love here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Back to throw. Love. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Love. And he He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
We play. Ready. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Ready, go.
They'll run with Love. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, it's Love. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying the toss play to Love. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the Cardinals' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Check. Under 10. 10.
Second and 4. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's third and goal.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
43. Hey, here we go. 43 in the mic. Here we go, gang.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Let's go, son.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now at FedEx Field, it's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second and 9, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Take 4, take 4.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Murray letting one go deep for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 27 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Redskins take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Redskins, first down. First and 10.
Throwing on first down. Love. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's now a second interception. In as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Quiet, 64, weak.
On first down. It's Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
66. Bullet high. Ready, go.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that